Welcome to the Chronically Offline Show, and today we're going to be talking about our spiritual journeys, both me and my co-host Mason.
Hello.
So, I've had a personal interest in Buddhism myself for a few years, probably about actually like 10 years to be fair, actually. Um, Now, obviously, it is classed as a religion, but it's not like, in my opinion, like a typical religion because there is no God.
Yeah.
From what I've read, the word religion itself is a term that was brought in way back when in history when places were colonized, and it's a Christian word apparently. Now, I'm not against Christians because my faith tells me that you shouldn't judge others and people can choose to freely express their beliefs if they want to, I think, long as it's
Yeah.
obviously respectful. So yes, there you go.
So
Me,
that's
me,
just it.
me.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. What about you, Mason? How do you align yourself spiritually?
I call myself panpsychic. Basically, I think everything is created from consciousness.
Mm,
So everything is just consciousness on in like at different levels. Um, so nothing matters, but everything also matters at the same time. Um, there is only pain and suffering, and um, we have to work out a way to live with that pain and suffering,
yeah.
because my belief is that the only reason we're here on this earth is to learn about ourselves, which is consciousness. Like that there is only one reason for life to evolve, and that's to be looking inwards and working out what it can do and evolve more. So yeah, that's my spiritual side to things. It's very
Yeah.
it's very string theory.
Well, it's how you interpret it anyway, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? I don't think these things are like, is it linear? Is that the correct term? They're not like straightforward,
Yeah,
not, people have their own journeys in different ways. Obviously, people are, do believe in different things. Like you were saying about like suffering, that's quite similar to how a lot of religions are, aren't you? You're born into like suffering and stuff.
yeah,
And it's your job to then find a way to essentially cope. Really.
yeah. That's what I got
We,
from Buddhism back in the day. Like
yeah,
when I started looking into spiritualism, like I was seeing like a lot of Buddhist stuff.
yeah,
That was when I was like 20. But then I started looking into the science behind things, and looking into consciousness itself, and it grew from there for me.
mm. It's very powerful if you get into these kind of things. I think people only take it at surface level, or if you're not what they expect you to look like when you follow a certain religion, they don't take you seriously. To put that in that is the nicest, delicate way I can put that without getting cancelled. Um, because I get sometimes scared to talk about it because I am white, and I feel like sometimes is it my place to really speak on it, even though that's a religion I follow, but obviously it's not originally a Western religion, right? Obviously, it's
Yeah.
originated in India, right?
You didn't
Um,
choose to be born where you were born, though, with the skin color that you
yeah,
chose. So you should have religious freedom
you
to
should
choose
do. I
whatever
agree, and
religion you'd like in the world.
that's being progressive, right? Um, keep that in shit. um, yes, exactly. No, but it's true. It's very true, and I really don't judge other people's religions anymore. I used to. I'm not gonna lie, like I'm very honest about that. I
Yeah,
did,
same. Yeah,
but
yeah,
I try to be understanding. I think as long as it's not harmful,
yeah,
not that I'm gonna say like Buddhism's like perfect because of course it's got its flaws. Of course it does. But, I just don't spread
mm,
hate towards other people. Like on TikTok, if I see someone say, Christians posting saying like, "Oh, it's better than all religions." I'm not about to just be like in the comment section, the best thing to do is just ignore it. And a lot of it,
Yeah.
I'll say it, a lot of the Buddhist teachings align with a lot of like skills that you learn in a lot of therapies like DBT, actually.
Yeah. And
It is.
MBT
Yeah.
specifically as well, yeah.
Um, so it's really helped me in that way, to be fair. And again, I have not meditated in a long time and I it shows. It shows. That's what I'm gonna say.
You
It
say a
shows
long
because I'm
time. You were meditating not even that long ago. For me, it's been a few years since I
I mean
meditated
if it's
last.
been like a couple of weeks,
Yeah,
2
for me,
3
it's been
weeks.
so long that I'm just like, if I hear someone, I haven't meditated in a while. What do you mean by a while? Because for me, it's been like 2.5 years.
Years. Mm,
I definitely need to get back to it. It's really beneficial.
yeah. Don't let people think what it's like when you see it on like TV shows where you just have to sit and hum. Like what helps me is guided meditation because I struggle to have the thoughts to clear my mind on my own. And it's
Yeah.
just nice having that someone there being like, hey, you're going to take that breath in and out and we're going to feel this way, and it's nice. Don't put that pressure on yourself that it has to be perfect when you meditate. Again, everyone's journey is different. I sound like I'm running a cult, don't I? Join my
The
cult.
thing is,
Drink
with
the Kool-Aid.
meditation, you're not even trying to clear your mind.
Nah.
Like, a lot of the times you're allowing thoughts to come in.
Mm,
And this is why it's so much like DBT, because you're allowing the thoughts to come in and you're being mindful and you're acknowledging them, but you're not fixating on them, and you're
mm,
allowing them to pass. And then you have a lot more thoughts, but they just don't feel as heavy
mm, mm,
as
mm,
usual. So that's why meditation is so good. When the monks are meditating, they're thinking inwards and they're stepping back with their thought that they have. They're going back to, where does this come from, and able to like
mm,
just
mm.
allow it to dissipate, I guess.
Literally, it's like, I mean, I haven't looked too much into it, so not that I could speak much on it, but it's like, is it chakra? When it's like, it's going through the different parts of your body. The best thing to do, like when I meditate, a lot of times what I hear on these videos or like, like can't I'm not like podcasts, you know what I'm saying, like music's with them, is saying like basically think of yourself as a tree and
Mm.
let those thoughts go into the ground. You're pushing them into the ground and planting them away from yourself. And that you are the vessel. And I love shit like that. I don't know. And
Yeah.
it's I don't know. I just find it so moving. I never even realized myself. I was shocked when I'd be meditating and there just be like bawling my eyes out, but like not moving a muscle. And I'm like, whoa, what the fuck is happening? This is like
Mm.
so powerful. It's really good. It is good.
Yeah, it definitely is. Um, I remember my first kind of like spiritual thing that I was unknowing. It was unknowing to me, if that's English. I was stood in my room trying to channel energy through my hands and up my arms, like from the air, like some airbender shit. But like I was like trying to draw this energy, and I could feel it like growing in my hands. Like whether
Mm,
or not that's real, it was
mm,
me basically doing some sort of meditation, chakra type thing.
mm.
Um, no one saw me. I was in my room just hiding by myself, like because I would have been embarrassed. I thought I was sucking up electricity from the plugs sockets, and then I could throw the electricity and stuff. But no,
Unlimited power.
unfortunately, I'm not magnetic. Have you seen the people that think
Um,
they're magnetic and they've been sticking things to themselves? And I'm just like, God damn,
yeah, do you
you're
remember
not
when that used to be a
magnetic.
thing? Yeah.
I can stick anything to myself. Am I magnetic? No. I've just got greasy skin.
Greasy love. What was I gonna say? Well, I would say to people, don't think that you have to sit with like your legs crossed either when you meditate. You can like
Yeah.
meditate any way you want. Do you know what I mean? Like a lot of times I lay down because I've got a bad back, or I'll like prop myself up with like a pillow. Some people pace up and down when they meditate and stuff. Like
Mm.
in certain parts of the world, a lot of people that go to Buddhist temples, they actually have a certain way, and I'm not about to fucking do it because I've got a bad back. But they'll like jump down to the ground, but then like put their legs long, don't they? Get pray, and then they get back up and duh, 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 duh.
Doing a
There's just
burpee. Are they
that
basically
might
doing
be it.
burpees? You know, you're like in the corner.
No,
Just
I wasn't. Um, Now go for it. I think if you don't think you have to stick to a certain religion just because of like your ethnicity, it's like I don't even care. You can keep the sin or remove it. It's like I got recently called a colonizer by someone. What was it? What did they say? That I was
another white woman colonizing a religion or something.
yeah, some shit like that. And I thought like fuck off.
It's
You've got no idea. How
ridiculous.
progressive by the way, and an accepting by the way. We're a
Edison
changed
Mason,
woman now.
cut that.
You know what I mean? That's not what I would say to someone. It's just not. It's not progressive, is it? It's not nice. It's just not nice. It's about just.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone should be accepting.
Well, they should be, but they're not, are they? It's not my fault if I go out in the sun, I end up looking like a fucking fab lollipop.
I mean, what does he like? What even is a white upbringing? I grew up with jollof rice, curry goat, playing with African kids. I wasn't thinking about being white or them being black. I was just chilling.
See, that is
So
different to me.
I've
Like, don't get
never
me
been.
wrong.
I've been anti-racist my entire life. It's like in my blood. My mum brought me up watching Roots. Like, if you don't watch this, you're not my son, basically.
See, we didn't do. I don't know if it's
anything
because I'm.
you anything close to anything like that sounded racist, like racist, like at all. When we were a kid, like my brother was just like getting into a fight with my other brother, who is black, and the one that's not black was like, I don't like brown people, and my other brother was like, he didn't find it racist because he's a kid and he didn't understand it. He was just like, what does that even mean? And my mum was just like, you better like never say that ever again or you're out of it. My brother was like probably like 10 when he said it. So like she
Mm,
was like immediately, I don't care if you're 10. If you're racist, you're out. So yeah, my whole
yeah.
life I've just been accepting of um, people going in and out of different religions and like I grew up in the gospel church with
Mm,
the dancing and the singing. Um, and then I went to the Church of Latter-day Saints, which is the Mormon church, and that was much more conservative. However, amazing sweets and drinks. Everyone in there is American, and it's basically next to the American base, like the RAF American base next to me. So they've got everything that's like way too much sugar. It's delish.
wow.
But yeah, then
Well,
I left that one and stopped being religious. I didn't really believe in God when I was at church. I went for the whammons.
the big batty gals.
The big batty gals. Actually, when I was in in the Mormon church, there was a skinny blonde girl from America, and I thought she was so beautiful. Not considering that I didn't even believe in God, and
You believed in her though.
I would have to be a Mormon and go to the temple and like in the States and get married in the temple. And there's loads of things that you have to do in the church. When you're married, you have to wear certain underwear. Like it's like this old Victorian style picture here, Editor Mason. Um, and if you don't, then you're sinning. So like, and no one wears them. I don't know of any Mormons. If you watched Mormon housewives and seen any of them wear it. No.
Mm.
And half their husbands are gay. So,
Yeah.
oh, you just
Yeah, I've heard
crashed.
that.
Oh, here you are. But yeah, I think anyone should be able to go into any religion. Sorry, I went on
Yeah,
a
exactly.
tangent. Back to you in the studio.
No, I agree. Like, I don't think we should be. Let's say, I don't think we should. How do I put this? We shouldn't be hateful towards, let's say, Jewish people just because they're Jewish, not because of
Yeah,
obviously everything that's going on with the
yeah.
war. You cannot like it's Israel, isn't it? Is it Israel?
Yeah. Okay, maybe I should
Yeah.
speak on this.
Yeah, yeah. This is what I mean.
Hardly even know the country's name.
No, because I was getting mixed up with Iran and Israel because I know Iran's
Yeah,
had shit, aren't
because
they?
Iran is
Um,
also a very rough place,
Iran.
but it doesn't stop the people from like some of the people from being good. But Israel never can be good, and that's not anti-Semitism because it's not about being Jewish. We
That's what I
we love
mean.
Jewish people, love Christian people, love Muslims, love Buddhists, like love Sikhs, Hindus, beautiful people across the world. But Israelis since 1948 have been attacking the countries around them, taking the land, and saying it's their land. It's like
Yeah,
Greater Israel they call it, and they've got a map up in their offices that says Greater Israel, and the media across the US and the UK don't speak on that. They say, oh no, they're not trying to take the countries around them. And they literally have a map on their
yeah,
walls saying, this is what we're doing. We're taking
yeah,
these places. So yeah, that's nothing to do with them being Jewish. Jewish people are great. And there's
yeah,
so many Jewish organizations that are pro-Palestine. So if
yeah,
anyone tries to tell you you're anti-Semitic for being against Israel, you can tell them to go fuck themselves because
yeah. Basically,
it's not anti-Semitic, it's anti-genocide.
yeah,
Take that
exactly.
one down, YouTube.
I know, innit? Well, let's see if anyone follows us and subscribe. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content, guys. That was like, I'll let you speak on that. That's not my forte. I'm not as politically inclined as Mason. If you ever want to talk political, ask him. That's his
I'm on it every
field.
day because it goes into
Yeah.
spirituality and like I care so much about the well-being of the world. I stay on top of like the news
Mm,
and all the bad things that are happening and all the good things because I have to mix it up. I can't. If you're only watching negative news, you're
yeah.
just cynical. But I
Depressing.
purposefully search like good news for like April or May or whatever. I'm just like, show me everything good this month. And there's a lot of stuff going on, people
Yeah.
curing cancers,
Yeah.
yeah, all kinds of things. Um, but yeah, spirituality wise, if you are religious and stuff, please stop saying um that your hairspray was refilled by God because it's very disrespectful to the people that pray and their children die. So your hairspray was not filled up by God. I'm so sorry. That's what I had to say about that one.
It's just again, I just don't get involved. Do you know? Bloody hell!
Yeah, like
Praise the
people can
Lord.
people I love that people go to religion for spirituality. Personally, I don't go to religion for spirituality. Like I go to science and like mediumship and stuff. But um,
There's people that go to philosophy, stuff like that as well.
yeah, yeah, I like a bit of philosophy, science. But yeah, well, I can't remember what I was gonna say.
I think for me, I'm more. Whereas you're more like politically inclined. For me, in my personal life, I would say when it comes to like my spirituality, it's more obviously like myself, but also like my family as well, and keeping peace in my family and the home and my child and stuff like that, I think.
Yeah. Well, you don't really
Because
seek the content that I seek out. Like I purposefully go through YouTube to look for these things. Whereas like if you're going through Facebook, it's only going to show you random things and they're mostly going to be local, like, oh, this is what's happening in this town next to you, the police have caught someone. Like, so it's a different type of news, isn't it, on different platforms. And I purposefully like go out of my way to research things. Spiritually, I think that that's just like what I need. If I
mm,
don't have the information that people are doing okay over there and not okay over there, I'm like, what use am I?
I think for me, I do like to educate myself, but in different ways. I love a documentary, love a fucking documentary. I love learning about certain particular things like diseases and what did I watch? I suppose would you put a trigger warning? YouTube probably won't like this. I watched this guy, what's it called now? I've been watching him on and off for fucking years.
Jimmy
He's
Savile.
don't you'll get me cancelled now. The
I saw
dude's
a clip
called
today. Sorry, like off the off recording, but like off the record. I mean, I saw a TikTok today of some kid on Jimmy Savile's show, and he was talking to Chewbacca, and Chewbacca makes his noise, and the kid turns to Jimmy Savile and says he senses an evil presence, and Jimmy was just like, "Oh, who's that then, or something?" You, mate.
real. So this dude is called Simon Whistler. Shout out to Simon Whistler. He runs a few shows. Um,
Not on screen right now.
not on screen right now. And he does like I say he does a few shows. And like the last episode I watched was which was this morning actually, and it was on that oh well, I'm gonna have to censor my words because it's YouTube. That thing that happened in Australia, was it last year? That attack on a minority of people.
Oh yeah, the beach one, yeah.
Yeah. Um, so I don't know, I like to educate myself on stuff like that because it goes into more detail of like things that obviously like news outlets do miss. Um, I
Yeah.
used to love true crime, but I don't really watch true crime anymore because it got too depressing, honestly. Especially around like families and stuff like that. It was too much of
Mm.
a trigger for me and these days I can't do it anymore. But no,
I just
I like
yeah,
to educate myself in different ways.
yeah, I think spirituality is inherently left wing. I don't feel like you can be right wing and spiritual. If you're religious and you're right wing, I think you're going towards more towards like just the rules of it that aren't
Mm,
that are subjective, like because people can't tell for sure what the Bible means.
yeah.
So people take rules out of it and they just live by that, and that's how they can go towards the right. I think spirituality is inherently progressive. So I think that it does really go into politics a lot.
Yeah. It like I watched a recent video actually talking about how there was a monk that was like speaking and he got asked a question about like hey what like genders and stuff are accepted in Buddhism. He basically says like all non-binary, trans, it doesn't matter. We accept you, it's not a problem here. Um
Mm,
yeah, and I just like it because I don't know. You don't get if you do something that maybe might be morally questionable to yourself or to others. It's about learning from that and what can you do differently next time rather than punishing yourself and repenting. It's
mm.
about educating yourself and doing better next time. And that's what I like because that to me goes along with progressive politics.
Yeah,
Um
to be progressive, you have to not forget that someone's done something, but forgive and teach. because a lot of people you'd think, oh, it's common sense to not be racist, or it's common sense to not do these things. But then you look at how the person, like, the other person grew up, and what news they were given, and what like like what stories they were taught from their parents, and the groups of people they were around, and their reality fits what they believe. So we
Yeah.
have to like educate them on like why you should be good people, because some people they just don't know
Well, it's
that
like
there is
what
ignorant
you.
people. They know they're doing
Yeah.
wrong, and but
Yeah.
the majority of people they're just uneducated, um,
Yeah.
and that's a shame.
Yeah. It's like what you said earlier. I don't relate to any of that in my childhood. I didn't do any of that in like. Don't get me wrong. Obviously, my
Mm.
mum didn't appreciate anything bad, but like I didn't grow up around people of color. I didn't grow up eating other ethnic foods. I don't know what you call it down south, but here we call it bobby knocking. You knock and run on their doors, and that's what people would do. And it was, you can cut this out or keep it in. I don't particularly give a shit, because this is like the truth. What you used to say what parents and adults used to say to us kids when I grew up
Mm.
was like, if someone was missing, they'd go, oh, they've run away with a black man. That was common round here. That weren't even like looked at as offensive, or you'd go to the P word shop on the corner. I've just gone to shop,
Yeah,
or we're gonna other word for a Chinese shop, and that
it still
round here.
happens a
Oh,
lot.
it still does. It still
Yeah.
does. It was just very, very. I mean, I've still not even tried jollof rice or anything like that, to be fair,
Jollof
but I do
rice is
fucking love it.
so good. I don't like it when there's like onion in it though.
Mm,
But there's a difference between Nigerian jollof rice and Ghanaian jollof rice, and
mm.
they're fighting. I can't tell you which one's better because I ate both and I was a child. So I didn't tell the difference. I was like, this is just jollof rice to me.
Mm.
I can tell you I do not like I don't like yams.
I'm not sure. I don't like that me either.
Yeah, I plantain, not a fan. It's very very earthy to me.
Mm.
Um, yeah, I was expecting sweetness because I was a child and it looked like a banana. It's not even talking about spirituality anymore. We're just talking about African food.
I know. I'm literally just talking about food because I'm a fat bastard.
We used to get a chunk of whatever meat was being cooked. I think at one point we just called it tiger meat because we didn't know what it was, but you had to
Mm.
chew it like a tiger. And we would just sit on the curb outside playing Kirby, like throwing the ball at
Yeah,
the
yeah.
curb, just chewing on our chunk of meat. There was nothing about skin color whatsoever in that. We all felt
Mm.
like kids just
Mm.
growing up the same way.
Mm.
I wasn't thinking, oh yeah, I'm having an African upbringing right now.
No, you don't do it. It's like I don't. I mean, I suppose opposite. I never sat and thought I'm having a white upbringing. Now,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean?
So
It's
yeah, I think it's weird to say that a white person can't become a Buddhist or even a Hindu
yeah,
or a Sikh.
yeah.
Muslim happens all the time. My sister married into Islam,
Literally,
so
literally.
yeah, it's that's just ridiculous. Throwback to the issue you had.
Fuck 'em.
Thank you so much for watching the Chronically Offline show. We just talked about a lot of good stuff in spirituality. I hope you have some thoughts that you can leave us in the comments below. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And check out the next video, which is going to be a fucking banger. See you next time. Bye.